members of Bernice's family, we're very sorry for your loss. To friends of Bernice, we feel a great privilege of knowing her and can be called her friend. When I first read the sad news of Bernice's passing, my immediate responses were that she was a loyal and engaging, as well as dynamic person with a deep sense of integrity. While we were both working at Lilly, or Lilly Research Laboratories, for many years, and she visited me occasionally and update with me what she was doing. My own regret is that I never had the opportunity working with Bernice in Lilly. But later on, you'll hear from Dr. Marion Moser to hear about Bernice's scientific contribution. Bernice touched our heart in many different ways. Most of us know that she was a very enthusiastic volunteer of many charitable causes. She responded with a sense of urgency, helping those victims of an earthquake, young girls' education, and victims of breast cancer. She not only support those causes financially, but personally engage in helping fundraising. Her enthusiasm was inspirational to many of us. You may have heard or read about many aspects of Bernice's life, but let me use a few minutes to illustrate how Bernice had touched my life and Christina's life in her own way. Bernice lived not too far away from us in the south side of Indianapolis at the time. The community of Chinese Americans, especially in the south side of Indianapolis, was relatively small compared to what is today. Bernice learned from the conversation with Christina, my wife, that we were looking for a piece of property to build a home. She convinced us to pay Professor Chow Hong Lee and Mrs. Jan Lee at their lakeside home in north side of Indianapolis, and Professor Lee and Mrs. Lee are in the audience. By next December 1991, we became neighbors of Professor and Mrs. Lee. Shortly after we moved into the new home, one day Bernice walked in with a long pole. At first sight, I thought she came to fish with the long fishing pole. But turned out that she finally demonstrated or showed us how to extend the pole with accessories to remove bob lines. Each time when I use that extendable pole to remove the light bulbs on my 18 feet tall ceiling, I feel so special about remembering Bernice's thoughtfulness and her generosity. Since then, our home became a constant reminder of our friendship with Bernice. We are deeply touched by Bernice in her unique way.